Hi, you are probably here because you have lost some money in the stock market. You want to know what to do to mitigate investment risk. I consider investment risk as a potential to suffer a permanent loss of capital. If you want to mitigate permanent loss of capital, I suggest that you look at risk mitigation from 3 levels. The first is your net worth level. You want to set aside an appropriate amount for risky assets. Secondly, always have a stock portfolio. Finally, at the individual stock level, have a comprehensive investment process. When it comes to asset allocation, I use the 3 buckets approach where I divide my net worth into 3 buckets. In bucket 1, I have liquid assets such as cash. In bucket 2, I have safe assets where the principal is protected. The third bucket is for risky assets such as stocks. With this plan, you are not forced to sell the safe or risky assets at the wrong time to cover emergencies, as you have monies in bucket 1 for this. Also, if all your risky assets fail, you still have the safe assets in bucket 2. The amount you allocate to each bucket will depend on your risk tolerance and lifestyle. The example shows my own asset allocation plan, where the amounts in bucket 1 and 2 are in terms of my annual expenditure. The balance of my net worth is in bucket 3. Your next focus is establishing a portfolio of stocks. There are basically 4 questions that you try to answer here. You don't need fancy maths such as those in the modern portfolio theory for this. In my article, I share practical ways to answer them. When it comes to individual stocks, I have a framework that starts with identifying all the possible causes for a permanent loss of capital. I then assess the impact and likelihood of each so that I can take the appropriate measures to mitigate them. Conceptually, you have 4 ways to address the risk. You can live with them if the likelihood is low or the impact is small. You could avoid it, you could transfer the risk, or you could find ways to reduce it. I hope I've shown you a way to think about risk and how to mitigate them. For more insights, read the article. Thank you.